My name is Kathy Stark, and while I've always been an artist, I really think of myself more recently as an environmental artist. And I think I've been using my large-scale landscape watercolors and using them more as a blend of art and education and inspiration to teach people about our park system, our environment, and the nonprofit groups that support our parks. And so it's just a way to have people care about Florida and our resources, and to be more aware of them and value them and protect them. Well, I took art in high school as elective classes, and then I went to Furman University. It's in Greenville, South Carolina, and I majored in art and took studio art classes. So we took painting, drawing, sculpture, ceramics, three-dimensional design, photography, and all different types of art. But I also had to take things like Spanish and history and English. So I had a regular Bachelor of Arts education. Well, I started painting more in college, and we used acrylics. And then after school, I started experimenting with oils, and I really liked the longer time you could work with the oils. They didn't dry as quickly. So just started painting on my own with oil painting after college. And then more recently, which is maybe 10 years or so ago, I started painting large-scale watercolors, and I really like doing that now, because it doesn't have the same fumey smell of oils, and it's a little trickier to work with, but I enjoy painting watercolor. Well, I really like to hike, bike, canoe, camp, dog walk, and just be outside. And so over the years, I take photographs, bring my good camera or my cell phone and take photographs, and then I've been painting paintings, from my adventures. And I do paint other subject matter, but I really do like painting our North Florida landscapes, and they're all from my experiences, out in them. So several years ago, I started a special project based on the paintings I've done from my adventures, and what I realized I'd been painting from my hikes and trips to our park system. So I created a book and an exhibit that's been traveling around Jacksonville, and I decided to pursue bringing it, to Melrose, because my family's connected to this area. And the book and exhibit highlight parks that are more of our wilderness parks within a 1 hour's drive of Jacksonville, and they're city, state, and national parks, preserves, conservation areas, and forests. And the hope of the book and exhibit is that people will see my art and see that there are park system, and that this is, the real Florida, the beauty of our area, and be inspired to go out there and experience them for themselves. So in addition to bringing paintings from my project about our park system, my family owns a lake house on Little Lake Santa Fe, so I'm going to be bringing some paintings and prints of my time at the lake. They're views of all different parts of Big and Little Lake Santa Fe, and so I've always had a heart for Lake Santa Fe in this area. So I'm excited to show people some of my paintings from right here in this area. So this is my book. I created a really neat map that folds out of the book, and this is all North Florida. The Santa Fe River, the Santa Fe lakes are right around here, but this is Jacksonville, and all these parks are featured in the book. So it's a blend of my fine art paintings with information about the parks. And then also in the book, I highlight 3 different nonprofit groups, Timucuan Parks Foundation, which is my partner organization, St. John's Riverkeeper, because so many of our parks are on the river, and then also North Florida Land Trust is the neat organization that keeps adding land in preservation. And then I have a lot of neat things for families and kids, like animal track pages and quotes from when William Bartram and John Muir traveled through our area. So there's it's a neat resource, for our area. Well, I think the neat thing about my project, the book and exhibit, is that there's a mission aspect, to the project, and that's to inspire people, to go outside and explore these places, to care about them and want to continue to preserve them. And so I think through my art, I've been doing that, and people have been learning about places that they weren't, aware of, and it's just real exciting. And I speak at I've been doing presentations and speaking, and teaching people about the parks and the nonprofit groups that support our parks. And so I've been what I would say is a park ambassador through my art. So I'm real proud of that. Well, I hope you come to the exhibit, because I think that first and foremost what you're going to see are North Florida landscapes. You're going to see places you recognize, and I think my landscapes are very indicative of what you see when you go out and hike in the wilderness in our area. And I think the paintings of the lake, you're going to recognize some images and areas of our beautiful Lake Santa Fe. So come take a look.